So the New York Knicks have officially made a trade at the deadline with the Detroit Pistons. We are sending Quentin Grimes, Evan Fournier, Malachi Flynn, Ryan Arcidiacono, and 2 second-round picks for Bojan Bogdanovic and Alec Burks. My first takeaway was that this is a good trade because we're getting rid of Grimes, who is young and on a team-friendly deal. I like his 3-and-D ability, but going into the playoffs, how much faith do we have in Quentin Grimes? To me, not much. Not that he's a bad player or anything, but I certainly would rather have the other two guys in this trade, even though they're older, because again, the New York Knicks are a championship contender, and we saw last year in the playoffs, we didn't have enough depth. We didn't have enough pieces. So to go out there and to get them regardless of age is a big time thing, especially because I've been alive for a long time, and the Knicks have not been a championship contender during that time. Technically, I was born in December of 1998. We went to the finals the year after that, but I'm talking about when I was watching Knicks basketball. The last time we were a contender was 2013. But right now, we have a much better team than that one because we defend, we shoot the ball, we've got the coaching, we've got a player who, when the game's on the line and Jalen Brunson is able to elevate. Dante DiVincenzo has been the biggest pickup for us in the offseason. Of course, we went out and got Isaiah Hartenstein last offseason. He's been big, filling in for the injured Mitchell Robinson. But Dante, the way that he shoots the basketball and defends and play makes, he just makes winning plays. There's no question about it. Every team he's been on has been good. The Warriors and the Bucks and now the Knicks. So he's a big-time piece. But for the trade, I mean, we're talking about 3 role players who weren't even playing much for us. Arcidiacono, Flynn, and Fournier, these guys don't play at full strength. Quentin Grimes was playing about 20 minutes a game, and he was a little bit inconsistent. And then the 2 second-round picks. The reason why I like this trade so much is because we didn't give up any first-round picks, which signals that in the offseason, we're going to be very aggressive if a star becomes available. You can argue that the Knicks are a piece away, or you could argue that, no, the Knicks aren't a piece away. At full strength, when they're healthy, they can win a championship. And I think you'd be right with the second one. Sure, a superstar would help, but we have a superstar in Jalen Brunson. There was a general manager who spoke about Brunson, and he said that mother effer just finds a way. I take him over Tyrese Halliburton. I consider taking him over Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, Shai's in the MVP conversation right now. Tyrese Halliburton, we know, is an unbelievable talent. Jalen Brunson has established himself as one of the best guards in basketball, not just point guards, guards in general. The guy's putting up 27 a night on extremely efficient numbers. I mean, we're talking about Brunson shooting 48.2% from the field, and from 3, he is shooting 41.1%. Incredible splits. He's been durable as well. He's played in 49 games this season. Now, Brunson, it's looking like, I don't know if he's going to play tonight. He is dealing with an injury right now, Brunson. It's an ankle injury, but it's not serious. So he's going to be out a couple of days, not weeks. So I don't think Brunson's playing tonight, and he probably shouldn't because we need him, but also we're at home against the Mavericks, who, like, yeah, I get have Luka and Kyrie, but it'll be a good chance to see our depth on full display. And that's been the beauty of Miles McBride. He's just stepped up big this season, especially when we needed him to. I mean, McBride's shooting over 40% from 3. You guys may not have known that. 44% from 3. I mean, he is playing just 11 minutes a game, but McBride, he's become such a better shooter. He's looking for a shot. He's also driving the ball well, and I've liked what I've seen out of him. He stepped up and been our Emmanuel quickly, man. What a big-time player he is, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do in the future. And we know we've got Josh Hart, and of course, you know, Bojan and Alec aren't going to play tonight, so we're not going to have them, but DiVincenzo, Hart, McBride, these guys are good enough to be able to find a way to score. We know the defense is going to be there because a lot of these teams in the NBA don't defend, and that's why we see such high-scoring games. We see players score 60, 70 like it's nothing. That's not going to happen against the Knicks because if you do have a 60-point game against us, you're going to have to earn every single point of it. And that's why I like this team because we are a defensive-minded team. We struggled in the first half of the season defensively, and then ever since we traded for OG, even when he's been out, we've been a great defensive team. And that's why Brunson's so important because we need him to score. We need him to step up. And sometimes Brunson does like to be that playmaker. I mean, he's averaging, 6 assists a game, 6.5 assists a game, so 7 assists a game if you want to round up. But normally we need Brunson to just put the ball in the hoop because there's just no one out there like him, man, right now at the guard position. He's just balling, and it's been awesome to see. And then our bigs, Achua and Hartenstein, I love what I've seen out of them, both these guys in the starting lineup. So outside of that, I mean, that's really our team. That's why it's so important to go get Bogdanovic and to go get Alec Burks, because you have to understand that I'm looking at Bogdanovic, and he's shooting 42% from three. He's averaging 20.2 points per game. And then Burks is averaging 12.6 points per game. The past 2 seasons, he shot 40% from three. We know he's played with the Knicks, and he's been good. Played point guard, which was kind of weird. Definitely don't think he'll be playing that position again, but I just, the thing for the Knicks is depth. And this is what I mentioned in my last video, and people disagreed. I said we just need more depth. We need a better bench. And I don't care what the analytics show, the statistics show. From the eye test and from going into the playoffs, I just wanted more pieces around this team. Because last playoffs, we didn't have any depth. We had players that I liked, but Randall struggled, Quickly struggled. Josh Hart was kind of hit or miss. RJ was good overall, but was streaky as well. And then Jalen Brunson was just awesome, and that was kind of it. We didn't have any shooters. We didn't have as much pieces as the Heat did. And they just were more relentless than us. And I don't think that's the case. I don't think there's a team in the NBA right now that's going to bully us, that's going to I don't know how to phrase this, but they're not going to have more physicality than us is what I'm trying to say. So, and a lot of that is just because of the trades we've made. We brought in OG, and we went on a massive winning streak. We had one of the best months in Knicks history. Precious Achiuwa was also in that trade. He's been good. I mean, what does Achiuwa average for us? I'm going to check that actually. So I don't think I can check that, but I want to see what his numbers are with just strictly the Knicks, but I can't do that on this. But he's been good because he scores and he rebounds, and he's just a smart player. He's young as well. He's 24 years old. He's born in 1999. So, I mean, the last time the Knicks went to the finals, technically speaking, Precious Achiuwa wasn't even alive, which is just crazy to think about. So, yeah, I would love to see more out of this guy. And just, there's so many players I trust on this team. I mean, being honest, the amount of players I trust on this team, I'm talking 8 to 9 guys. Like Brunson, McBride, Burks, Devo, that's 4. Hart is 5. Bogdanovic is 6. OG 7. Precious 8. Isaiah 9. And then if Mitchell Robinson comes back, that's 10. And then Julius Randle's 11. That's just ridiculous. Obviously, these guys have to prove it because we haven't seen them play for the Knicks yet this season. We just got them today, but it's just crazy to me to think of how deep this team is. I don't think there's a team in the East as deep as us. And I don't think there's a team we can't beat. Star power, yeah, sure, maybe we don't have Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, and Jaylen Brown, but Randall, Brunson, and OG is very good. And I think we honestly have more depth in the Celtics. There, I said it. So, man, I'm getting too excited to even make this video, dude. I just want to see the Knicks win a championship so bad, bro. I just want to go to the finals. If we go to the finals this season, to me, I'd be so freaking happy. But obviously, we have to get out of the second round. We're gonna have to beat Boston eventually, unless they get knocked off. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm this excited, and I haven't even drank coffee yet, dude. It's just ridiculous.